Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Juta Padakamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavanscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathan Tang Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Pada Sagana Lalita Sri Vishakhamritam Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Vajashri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktivedanta Vajashri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktivedanta
Thank you. I'm glad you picked up.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Very cool. Thank you for your service. I hope you get everything. And then, you know, don't give anything to it.
Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Juta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavanstam Shri Rupam Sakrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tvam Sadivam Sataitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sadhana Lalita Sri Vishakhanitanscha Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Oh, right, yeah. Right, take a step.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Yeah. But I've not practiced for some time, that's why
We both should do.
mantra and what I play is completely
In
different.
Kali Yuga, this is our Dharma way. Played what I was playing.
What you were playing, it sounded like
Same.
Agita.
This is, I need to learn, this is very tough. Nice.
It's all the power of the mantra, you know?
We practice every day.
Power of the mantra.
Yeah.
Let me hear your... It's a different mantra.
Small bit I have like.
Yeah.
Only one.
What's the mantra?
No one.
Okay.
It's a random beat I saw in the YouTube and
Yeah, no. Don't learn like this.
just like for that. I did this. After that only I started small. And tere.
Yeah, learn this.
But because of
Patience.
durasha, the greedy,
Yeah.
I started learning beats.
No,
I should practice
this.
more. I practice like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
I say because the other mantra, if you played it in kirtan, it would clash with the other mridanga thing.
So practice this for now.
Mantras. You know, Ananta Chuta, he was saying that he would teach with mantras.
I never saw his class.
He said he was doing it. He was doing it. Yeah, please, Bhaktivedanta.
I used to go.
Please, Bhaktivedanta.
What? Oh yeah, please go.
Yeah, back on.
Please give order anything, anything I can serve, please.
I would definitely think of you. Thank you, Prabhu. Thanks so much for your help.
Very good.
I bought some biscuit and sugar because I didn't want to come to empty hand, so that you can give to the anyone who can eat it or
In the reception, they're going to distribute the prasad soon.
yeah.
In
The Sunday
half
Aarti is
hour.
7 o'clock, right?
Yeah, 7:30 they will distribute the prasad. If it doesn't contain egg or something,
No, it's not.
then they will take it and distribute.
Okay, it's not contained. That's our Indian Punjabi biscuit.
Made it in India.
Kind of. I heard. I will check that. Is it fine if I check and double check like it's not have an egg contained in there? Yeah. No, it's just jaggery powder and contain the chapati flour and ghee, little bit salt, and that's it. Okay. give it to me.
Okay, and you know which page?
What is it? I know most of my sister's house.
Yeah.
She's doing everything. When I see,
Because I'm bossy.
Because I'm bossy. So this is, if it doesn't move, it means it's locked. And then you just come on. Okay, now do remember, I think you go up here. Okay, then you see this V? Then this V. And control minus just makes it really smaller. So control plus makes it bigger. And then things you go down. You take the bubble heat a bit, because you're trying to get the bubble heat up. And then we go to the 12. It's 13, right? 12. 13, you said 13. So what is 13? I thought it's 12. I can't remember now.
that's going to be the then I'm just leaving. No, no, but you're doing good. We can do that. I just played randomly.
Oh, that's what he is. Watching the hero one.
Yeah, I was watching a tutorial. Oh, that's good. That's good.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare.
Mm.
Hare Krishna, everyone. So welcome to the evening Gita class. So today we are going to explore the topic of the interaction or the interrelationship between the body, the soul, and the super soul. So it's from the chapter 13 and verse 3. So let's sing the Jai Radha Madhav. You can close your eyes. Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana यमुना तीरा वनचारी Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Radha Gokulananda Radha Gokulananda Radha Gokulananda Shri Radhe Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. राधा गोकुलानंद भगवान की, सीता राम लक्ष्मण हनुमान जी की, प्रभुपाद की, हरि हरि बोल. Hare Krishna and welcome to the manor once again. So today we are going to be looking at what does Krishna say about what's true knowledge and what is the relationship between the field or the body, the soul, and the super soul. So for that we will be doing it through chapter 13 now and verse 3. So please join me in the invocation. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So what we'll do is we will read the Sanskrit verse first, and then the word-by-word translation, and then we'll have a discussion of this particular topic. So I think the lights are a bit dim. I'm not able to completely see, but let's see. Is this the brightest? Then something's wrong with my eyes then. Okay. So let me try. Kshetrajnam jnapi mam vidhi sarva kshetreshu bharata kshetra kshetrajna yor jnanam yatat jnanam matam mama. We'll repeat one more time. Kshetrajnam yapi mam vidhi sarva kshetreshu bharata kshetra kshetrajna yor jnanam yatta jnanam matam mama. Now we'll do the full one. I'll do it. Kshetrajnam. Oh, so you do have it there. So you can join together then, or you can do it, Mataji. Kshetram Shabdhi Sarva Kshetreshu Bharata Kshetra Kshetrajna Yor Jnanam Yatta Jnanam Matam Mama. Would somebody else like to read? Would you like to read, one of you?
I would make errors, but I'll try.
Please do.
Jnanam prapi mam vidhi
Kshetragyam chapi mam vidhi
sarva kshetreshu bharata
sarva kshetreshu bharata
kshetra kshetrajna yor jnanam
kshetra kshetrajna yor jnanam
yatya jnanam matam mama.
yatta jnanam matam mama. Would anybody else like to do? Okay. So we'll read the word-by-word translation. Kshetragyam, the knower of the field. Cha, also. Api, certainly. Mam, me. Vidhi, no. Sarva, all. Kshetreshu, in bodily fields. Bharata, O son of Bharata. Kshetra, the field of activities, that is the body. Kshetrajnayo, and the knower of the field. Jnanam, knowledge of. Yat, that which. Tat, that. Jnanam, knowledge. Matam, opinion. Mama, my. Thank you. Welcome. So now I'll read the translation. O scion of Bharata, you should understand that I am also the knower in all bodies, and to understand this body and its knower is called knowledge. That is my opinion. I'll repeat it. O scion of Bharata, you should understand that I am also the knower in all bodies, and to understand this body and its knower is called knowledge. That is my opinion. So Krishna says this really, really very, very strongly. And of course, we have the purport, but we'll not read the purport. We will just have the translation. Now, this is in chapter 13. So can somebody tell what is the name, what is the title of chapter 13? Nature, enjoyer, and the consciousness. So this is also the time that we are getting into the Jnana Yoga. So if you have to look at the Bhagavad Gita, it's got 18 chapters. The 18 chapters is been split up into 6 each. The first 6 is primarily around Karma Yoga. The second 6 is around Bhakti Yoga, and the third one is around Jnana Yoga. So we are right at the start of Jnana Yoga. So by this time, Arjuna has already seen the universal form. And he's also heard Krishna speak a lot about Bhakti Yoga. And now he's going to hear about Jnana Yoga. And this is the first chapter, and it's one of the first verses. Now let's actually see what question Arjuna asks, and because then that builds to this particular answer that Krishna gives. So I'll just read the translation of the first two verses. Arjuna said, this is chapter 13, verse 1. Arjuna said, "Oh, my dear Krishna, I wish to know about Prakriti, which is nature, Purusha, the enjoyer, and the field and the knower of the field, and of knowledge and the object of knowledge." And the second verse is, the Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "This body, O son of Kunti, is called the field, and one who knows this body is called the knower of the field." So that's the first two verses. Now, Arjuna calls Krishna by the name Keshav. And that is a particular significance because if you look at the Gita, Arjuna refers to, Krishna in many names. And there is always a reason why he calls by that name, and there is a very important reason for this. So, Keshav means the slayer of the Keshi demon. And do we know who the Keshi demon is? Do you know what form he took when he came to the earth? A horse, actually. We're very close, yes. So he took the form of a horse, and this is around the time when Krishna was about 12 or 13, so he was very, very young. And Keshi came to really, kill everyone in Vrindavan, and he wanted to play havoc. So, and he was galloping across the fields, and he was creating a lot of havoc, wherever he was going. And then the inhabitants of Vrindavan, they came to Krishna and said, "Only you can save us," because they knew that they put their trust in him. So Krishna smiles, and then he does something which I would like to ask you. How do you tame a horse? How do you typically tame a horse? You ride it, but but how do you ride it? Stick or a whip, but what part of the horse do we normally use? The mouth. So the horse is very, very strong in all other parts of the body. So it's quite difficult because if you really try to touch its legs, and it's going to just kick you off, and it's very, very strong. So the weakest part is the mouth. And that's what we also use, because we use the reins, and then using the reins, we pull it here and then it turns right, and then we pull it here, it turns left. So that's how we control the horse. So Krishna did something very interesting. So what he did was he took his fist and then he put it in the mouth, and then the fist expanded in such a way that the demon was destroyed. So this is a beautiful pastime. And Arjuna calls Krishna by the name Keshav. And there is a reason for that, because Kesha is equivalent to ignorance. And what Arjuna is saying is that just like as you have slayed Keshi the demon, I have got a lot of horses which are also, creating my ignorance, and I want to really ask your mercy to get rid of that particular ignorance. Do we also know that horse is also linked up to something else? So how many of you have seen the chariots? The senses, of course, the senses. So because the senses is such an important part of our body, and it also deludes us, it can also be used in a positive way. So Arjuna says, please let me, give me this knowledge so that I can actually dispel the Keshi, which is the demon of senses, which is in my head. So there is a reason. It's just a small, he just uses Keshava, but there is a big reason behind that. So now, let's look at what really does. There are a few things that that Krishna says here. The first one is he says that we are the body, or we are the field. The field. So Krishna uses the word the field of activities as the body. Now, what does the material body consist of? The material body consists of the matter. And what is matter? What are the various elements that we know? Fire, air, ether, water. and what is the other one? Space, yeah. So these are the 5 elements, and these are what constitutes matter. Now, is the matter important? So, for example, in this particular body, how important is the matter? And or how valuable is the matter? And I'll just take I'll ask you. So now, suppose we were to put a price to all the material things that we have in our body, which is like, calcium, phosphorus, water, because we are all comprised of a lot of that. So just, can you just take a guess what will be the price or the cost of that particular... Sorry? £2.75. I think I've been given a more liberal figure. It's very close. It's less than £5. It's 4.44 to be exact. Of course, it can vary a little bit. So now the question is, how do you count that? Is just looking at the weight of the various elements. So if there is phosphorus, which is like 0.00 gram. If it's water, because our body constitutes almost like 70% water, and the rest of them are minerals. So if you really were to look at an average human body, and if you were to look at what's the weight of each of those materials, and if you add them all together, you probably are going to get a price of about £5. And that's the cost of a body. So my body is going to weigh... Yes. Put a price to it, then this is what you get. But I'm sure the value of human life is more than £5, isn't it? What makes it? It's priceless. So what makes it so valuable? It's a soul. And if the soul departs, if the soul leaves the body, then there is really no value of that, right? But now we have got so caught up in our understanding of ourselves as the body that we don't even think of us as being a spiritual soul, and that is the first problem that we have. The first problem we have is that we associate ourselves with the body, with our hands, with our legs, but we don't really say that this is not really me. The me is what is in my heart. It's in my soul. In fact, I don't know, Mataji, if you know, it's 1/1000th of the breadth of a hair, isn't it? Of the tip of the hair. So that is the size of a soul, and that lies within your heart. Now, is that the only soul that's there? We have the Paramatma as well, right? So now we have these three things. We have the field of activities, which is the body, and then the second is we have the soul, which is also called the knower of the soul, Hare Krishna, and then we have the super soul. Now, what's the difference between the soul and the super soul? There are many. There are many reasons, but differences. But could you name one of them? Yeah. Thank you so much. So the soul only knows their body. So for example, the soul that inhabits my body only knows about this particular body. But then the super soul knows not only this body but also all the other bodies as well. And that is something that we normally do not really remember. Now let's think of our day-to-day activities. So how much of our activities do we spend on nurturing the soul, and how much of activities do we spend on nurturing the body? Much more than the body, right? I mean, we eat, we want to take good care of ourselves, we sleep for like 7 hours or 8 hours a day, we do a lot of hard work, and we do a lot of endeavor. We want to get out the promotion. We want to, get a salary increase. We want to get lots of things, right? Why are we doing that? To satisfy our senses, and also because we always think of ourselves as the body. But we don't really, but that's not really the case, because we are a spiritual soul, but we had just forgotten that we are a spiritual soul. So in quality, we are very similar to Krishna. So we have the same desire to enjoy. We are eternal. We are knowledgeable. But something has happened. We have come to this world, and that is really stopping us from truly being our true eternal self. And in fact, Prabhupada says in the purport, and I would like to read that out, what he says is jnana. Because we are starting, like jnana, so he says that perfect knowledge of the constitution of the body, the constitution of the individual soul, and the constitution of the super soul is known in terms of Vedic literature as jnana. It's probably so don't worry too much about that. Yeah, because it's quite a long purport actually. So if we read it, then it's going to take a lot of time. So I'll repeat this again. So perfect knowledge of the constitution of the body, the constitution of the individual soul, and the constitution of the super soul is known in terms of Vedic literature as jnana. So I'm going to ask you another question now. Whose needs are we meeting more? The needs of our soul or the needs of our body? Needs of the body, isn't it? Okay. And does it give us the true happiness that we seek? Temporary. How many of us know that we celebrated quite an important day yesterday, or I think it's the day before yesterday? Celebrated, or maybe we recognized. So it was the World Mental Health Day, and I do recall that like a lot of my colleagues had put up their reflections on like on LinkedIn and like some of the communication channels, etc. And as I was reading through some of them, it just made me wonder, like what kind of a world we live in, because they're going through so much of agony. Many of them are coming up with issues, and these were very, very taboo. You could not really speak about that, till a few years ago. But now, people are coming out, and if you have mental health issues, people are really coming up. So there was this taboo that was there, which said that I can't disclose about my mental health, because what will people think about me? How will people respond to me? They will probably think I'm vulnerable. So from there, we have come a very, very long way, but we still have a long way to go. And that just made me reflect, how well do I know my own body? Do I really know it well? So we keep thinking of ourselves as being the knower of our field, but I don't know much about how my body operates. And there are times when my mind wanders in a particular direction, and I don't know why it's going in that particular direction. Have you ever felt that before? All the time, isn't it? There is no, there's no steady mind at all, actually. And another example, so there have been instances, and I was speaking to my, some of my, friends in India, and apparently among the youth and the students, there is a lot of depression that's going on. And I was kind of thinking, when I was a student, we never had this concept of depression, right? Because you never know what's depression. Because we would actively, put our mind to studies. We would follow what our, parents were saying. So again, the world has changed in a way where, depression has become pretty much the norm, and people are actually contemplating even taking their lives. And we have some very, very unfortunate episodes where it actually happens. And that again, goes on to say how disconnected we are with, this pure knowledge, because we are associating ourselves so much with the knowledge. And can we really destroy something which Krishna has given to us? And let's look at this. I mean, sometimes you see the homeless people out there who are trying to get their they're asking you for food and some way to really, so they want to maintain themselves. And then there is then there are actually people who are quite well to do, quite well off, being endowed with all the the blessings in terms of wealth, etc. But then they choose to take up their lives. So can you see the contrast? Here we have this, a leper or this, homeless person who wants to really sustain his body, his or her body. And then here there is who have everything in this world, but not. So going on to say that Who's right? No one is right, isn't it? But what's very important, and that's the third part, which is around we may be the knower of our body, but but are we the owner of our body? We definitely are not, isn't it? So we are not the owner of the body. So who is the owner of the body?
Material modes, five modes of material nature are actually making your body work, and we think it's us, but actually it's not.
So it's being influenced by the modes, but who owns us? Who owns this body? Krishna, isn't it? Because if Krishna is living within us as a super soul, because he's of course outside the creation, he's also within us. Then in a way, we all are, our body is a temple, isn't it? So then, if our body is a temple, then what right do we have to destroy it? Because Krishna has loaned this particular body to us in this particular lifetime. So it's like wearing clothes. So when we wake up in the morning, when we dress up, we wear new clothes. So it's very, very similar, because in this particular lifetime, He has given us this particular body. And how have we got this body? Because of our previous desire and karma. So it's a consequence of all those reactions that you have. And this particular lifetime, we have all been blessed to be human beings. Now, are we fortunate or are we not fortunate? We are very fortunate. And why would that be?
It's a blessing because we can rectify our mistakes. This is why we got this human body. We can rectify our previous mistakes, and we can actually work in Krishna consciousness, gain that true knowledge, and understand who we are. That's the real knowledge.
Yeah, absolutely. Because because our consciousness is so high, we have been endowed with the intelligence, and this is really the opportunity for us to come closer to Him. I'm reading this.
But how unfortunate it is, so many living entities on this planet Earth, how many has taken to Krishna consciousness?
We can probably count, yeah?
We go on the street, we do harina, we do meditation, we visit people, we talk to people. Recently talking to my friend, she doesn't understand.
Yeah, that's...
So we are really, to begin with, we are very fortunate to get the human body. Because in this 8.4 million species of life, we have been all through those lifetime after lifetime. Sometimes you can say, I haven't done any wrong to anybody, why I'm suffering? I haven't cheated anybody, why I'm suffering? But we know only for this particular life, we don't know what we have been doing previously.
Yeah.
That is it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why is this problem, mental health problem? As you said before, people would hide. Before it was genuinely, it was like born with it. But nowadays, it is coming from the screen time. Parents are old, parents are working. Mothers used to stay at home when you were working. When I was growing up, mothers were staying at home taking care of the family.
Yeah.
Nowadays, mothers want to go further than fathers. They want to show up a little bit. I'm sorry, mothers, I'm not against anyone.
Please go ahead.
I'm working also, right? So what happens is, what do mothers do? Just try to compensate by giving money, by giving gadget, by giving everything the child is asking, but there's no discipline.
Yeah.
No restriction. So the child will spend the whole time on the screen. That is what is causing mental health problem.
Absolutely, Mataji.
I have a point also here. I would not agree totally with that. Mothers, there are some mothers who are actually putting in a lot of effort, especially now. With changing times. But at the same time, the environment is totally positive. Children also, they're exposed to so many things all around the world. But parents cannot, because sometimes if parents try to put too much restriction, it goes the other way around. So it's become a very, very complex
Not going to have too much restriction, but it should be balance, which is not there. Balance is not there. So when we come
all parents, all mothers, like I am a mother of two grown-up kids. I know, I think I get them all the stories of Krishna, I get them
Very good discussion. We saw different points of view, and of course, and both of you are right. So clearly, we have a role to play as parents, and as parents, we have very different goals in our lives, and that goal doesn't seem to be, inculcating spiritual values in our children, and. We also have a particular expectation of our children, which is purely based on material gains. I mean, okay, you want to become an entrepreneur, you want to lead a very successful career. So our entire perception of success is so much materially driven that we don't even think of that there can be life even beyond, and. While Krishna says you do have to do your prescribed duty, but what's important is when you over-endeavor in one area, then you obviously are, something else is going to suffer. And that's what's really happening in this world. So because, even men and women, everybody, mothers and fathers have these, ambition to become, the CEO of company, etc., etc. So then something has to give way. And that is, the time that they spend with their children. And so they, give, the gadgets. And I can see some very, very young ones, they probably use it much better than me. And I'm just thinking, well, they are very good at what they are doing. They are digital natives. But is it coming at a cost? And that cost is not very apparent. We don't really see that. And that sometimes you don't even see it now. You see it many years later on. And that's when it becomes a bit too late. Many of the times, I speak to some of my, friends, and they say, you know what, why should, okay, this is the time for, the kids to enjoy, to, have fun. They don't really have to go to the temple. They don't really have to read the Gita. They are too young. After they have done all their activities, after they have led a life of complete sense enjoyment, then they can come and then they can go to pilgrimage, etc. So can we see how we are actually even telling our kids all the wrong things? Yeah. Yeah, we don't know. And the thing is, we don't even know how long we are going to be here. Yeah, it'll come at some point in the...
Next moment you don't. Yes. Prabhuji, even the education system all around the world. That education system, trust me, it's a bigger mess, more than the parents.
And Radhanath Swami Maharaj, he actually says this because in one of his lectures, he says, modern education teaches us a lot of things, and it teaches us what to do and how to do, but it doesn't really go too much into the why. Why are we doing that in the first place? And that was really, yes, I mean, we are told, okay, you have to learn chemistry. Yes, I've seen the periodic table. I know matter, etc. But I'm not really applying, a spiritual view of that. And that's where, Prabhupada also says here that jnana is not what you learn in universities. It's really about our ability to kind of see the difference and the interaction between the body, the soul, and the super soul. And today we don't really see that. And he gives a very interesting, but there is also a way by which you can use your body to serve Krishna's purpose. So, and I'll just take an example that, again, Radhanath Swami Maharaj has said in one of his lectures. So we know about Dronacharya, and he was the guru of both the Kauravas and the Pandavas. And this was a time when he was teaching them how to how to shoot a bow and arrow. And so there was this test that he was doing, and I think you probably know about this. So there's a tree, and then there's a false bird, that he keeps in one of the branches, and then he asks Duryodhan, what do you see? So you can say, and he says that your objective is to actually shoot the eye of the bird. So then Duryodhan says, I can see the eye. What else can you see? I can see the bird. What else can you see? I can see the branch on which the bird is there. What else can you see? I can see the tree. What else can you see? I can see the sky as a backdrop, beneath this tree. Then he said, okay, no, now just go and sit down. And then he makes Duryodhana sit down. Then he calls Bhim. So Bhim comes and says, okay, now what can you see? And then Bhim says, I can see the eye of the bird. Then what else can you see? I can see the bird. And then probably the branch. And then again, Dronacharya asks him to sit down. Now come Yudhishthir. Now please tell me, what can you see? So Yudhishthir says, I can see the eye. And then what else? The head of the bird. And then he again goes and says, sit down. Then he calls Arjuna. And then he calls Arjuna and says, what can you see? The eye. What else can you see? Nothing but the eye. So he's really that focused. So here's an example where Arjuna is using his body to perform an activity with concentration that his guru has given, and he's so focused on that he's not really allowing himself to get distracted by anything else, which even Yudhishthir and Bhim and Duryodhana are getting distracted. Now, if you have to take that back and look at even our current, the way we use our body, we keep saying that our mind is distracted. We keep saying that we can't chant. We keep saying that our mind wanders in all directions when we try to chant. But can we really have the same concentration as what Arjuna had? So if Arjuna, if your spiritual master says that please chant without offenses, please chant with full sincerity of heart, and if you follow those instructions, then what will happen? You might get some mercy, definitely, yeah. Definitely a lot more. And that's what Prabhupada is saying here. What he's saying is that when you know that your field, when you know that your body is not yours, but it belongs to Krishna, then use it in a way that brings you closer to him. And you can only do that, Mataji, as you mentioned, you can only do that when you take his mercy, because it will not come automatically. And we always keep saying, we keep saying, okay, we are not the body, we are the soul. But then, we also need to understand what is theoretical knowledge and what is realized knowledge. So what is the difference between the two?
So you need to put it to practice, because only then will you get realizations, and then that will lead to strengthening your faith in what you're doing.
Yeah.
So whatever you're reading up, your theory has to be put into practice.
Absolutely. So if you may have this knowledge, but if it's just in your head, then it's not really going to give you the benefits. But instead, how do you apply that understanding into your day-to-day practice? So it's really like a sambandha, abhidaya and prayojana. So sambandha is when you understand the relationship that you have, with the super soul, with prakriti, which is nature. So understand that very well. So that's where understanding comes. Abhidaya is when you start practicing it, and you will never be perfect the first time you try to do it, because you will always try, because many of us, we have so many lifetimes of impurities in our heart. We are so conditioned that it's going to take time, but that should not stop us from persevering and moving the right path. And we will have lots of obstacles along the way, but all we do, as you mentioned, Mataji, is just to pray to Krishna and say, please give me the mercy to allow me to follow that particular path with sincerity and with devotion. So that with that comes practice, and then slowly what happens is that you start developing good habits. You chant, you perform devotional service, you come to the temple, you associate with devotees, you eat prasadam, you sing kirtan. There are so many ways you can do, right? Or you can go to the farm, you can go to the goshala. There are so many ways by which you can please Krishna. And when you do that, then you slowly start purifying your your heart. And when you get the higher taste, then you want to do more of it. So how I got to know is that, like I moved, back to UK around 2019. So I had a neighbor who used to run with me. So we were runners. So we used to run Kasubari Park and all that. And then he said that every Sunday we come for the Bhakti Vriksha class. So why don't you join? So I said, okay, fine, I'll join. So then I joined, and then it was Sankirtan Prabhu, which I think many of you might know. So an absolutely wonderful devotee, and it was, and I always wanted to know more about the Gita. I had learned many years ago, but then I had not really connected as much. So, but then when you studied, when you did this study together, I realized that a lot of my doubts were getting clarified, because of the discussion that was happening, because of the questions that were being asked by by the other members. So I felt I want to come again and again. Then I came again and again, and then on Sundays you have a choice of doing anything else. You can go to the mall, you can go outside, you can watch a movie, you can go to a restaurant. But then we made a choice to come there, and then and it was not very easy to begin with. But then I could feel that I was getting the benefit. And then slowly I started getting involved in service, and that's how it started off. I'm sure many of us will have very, very similar stories. And the key thing is, if you had stopped, you may have found some hindrances, some obstacles on the way. But if you had stopped, then what would have happened? You would have gone back to the same routine, that, I'm going back to the same routine. I want to just, do my endeavors. I want to just work hard, work from 8 a.m. to, 9 p.m. And then you feel satisfied that you're working so hard. But the question is that really what you are doing? Prabhupada has got an anxiety. He calls such people over-endeavoring as asses. So they are like donkeys, because donkeys, they keep working hard, they keep carrying a lot of load, and they don't really think. But then because we have been given this intelligence, because we were born as human beings, shouldn't we be using Krishna's faculties to think and to really try to make that difference and try to come closer to him? So, so that's what this particular verse is all about. So I'll read this.
The youth needs to find a balance, because this is what they're doing. They're working so hard. But what do they do? I mean, their job also demands sometimes.
Yeah.
What they do, it's very difficult.
And it's very competitive. And can you say that you truly get Hare Krishna? In 10 minutes, okay, this is a Gita class. In 10 minutes, we'll have the Aarti. But you can come and sit down, yeah. Oh, please do. Yeah. Please do. Yeah. So, Matthew, what are you saying? I just.
The world is so competitive, what you're saying, like morning till night job. But this is what the youth is doing right now.
Yeah.
This is what they want to earn money. Again, the lack of true knowledge. It should also, as what I was saying, it has to be a part of the education system.
Yes.
We need to really bring it in education system.
And if you can say that you can do it within your area of control, because we can't obviously change the education system, you and me and people here cannot do that completely. So what can we do instead?
Yeah, we can share this knowledge with others. We can show as an example, set as examples.
And that's what Madhuri, you have done, because you said that you have brought up your children. Now they're grown up, but then you have brought them with spiritual values. So we can still do that, because we can always say that our education system has to be improved, etc. But then those things may happen, but then we can't really control that. But what we can control is what we can do. So for example, what can be the best gift you can give to your children? The best gift you can give to your children is to develop spiritual values in them right from the start. So you build, and when you build that spiritual strength, then the instances we spoke about, students getting depressed, having suicidal tendencies, all is going to go away, because they are so strong. They are so strong that they can take in any, obstacles along the way. You don't have to worry about them. But if you don't do that, if you give them, the phones and the gadgets, and if that's the world that they live in, the virtual world they live in, then they'll have no idea what's happening in the rest of the world. So, yeah. Hare Krishna, everyone. So we are about to conclude the Gita class, and we'll have the Aarti soon. Any questions? Any reflections?
It is also said that if we endeavor, if we
Yes, that's a very good point. Yeah. Thanks, Mataji. So, Krishna wants you to come to him much more than you want to come. So, if you take one step, then he will, he will come, almost like 1,000 steps towards you. So, he's making your journey, that much easier. But then you need to have the first desire. You have to take the first step. If you don't take the first step, then he'll be waiting for you. But you will do other things, and he'll keep waiting. So, do we make Krishna wait for us, or do we go and take the first step towards and come towards him? And you need to have a guru. Yes. Yeah. So we need an authorized, spiritual master who can guide us there. So we have a few minutes, and what I thought we could do is that, Hare Krishna, let's really connect with the Paramatma in our heart, and let's do a short kirtan. So please do join me. You can close your eyes and meditate. So we are in this field of activities, and that's the body. And we are, as a knower, we are deep as a soul. We are inside our heart, and next to the our soul is a super soul. So we are going to connect with the super soul when we sing this kirtan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. All together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Once more. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. One last time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for joining, and the Arati is going to start soon.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Hare Krishna. Yes. Thank you. Cool. Hare Krishna, we are going to have Gaur Aarti now. You can all please stand up and put your mats away. Thank you. Small one, please. Shri Radha Gokulanand ki, Shri Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman ji ki, Shri Gaur Nitai ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. Jaya Radha Gokulananda, Radha Gokulananda, Radha Gokulananda, Shri Radhe. Jaya Radha Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman, Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman. Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman, Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman. Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jiva Jaya Jaya Gaura Chande Arati ko Shobha. Jiva Jaya Gaura Chande Arati ko Shobha.
गौरचान वामे गदगारा डाकी वामे गदगारा डाकी नीकाते यादैकाश्रेणी बस चक्रधारा नीकाते यादैकाश्रेणी बस चक्रधारा बशीयचे गौरचान रत्नासिंहसाने बशीयचे गौरचान रत्नासिंहसाने बशी आरती कोरे ना ब्रह्मा आदि देवगाने आरती कोरे ना ब्रह्मा आदि देवगाने नर हरियाधिकोरी चमरदुलाया नर हरि आधिकोरी चमरदुलाया संजया मुकुंद वासु घोषधिगाया संजया मुकुंद वासु घोषधिगाया शंख बजे घंटा बाजे बाजे करताला शंख बजे घंटा बाजे बाजे करताल माधुर 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 बाजे शंका बाजे घंटा बाजे माधुर 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 बाजे शंका बाजे घंटा बाजे माधुर 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 बाजे माधुर 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 बाजे माधुर 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 बाजे निताई गौर हरि बोल निताई गौर हरि बोल निताई गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताई गौर हरि बोल बहु कोटि चंद्र जिने बदना उज्वाला बहु कोटि चंद्र जेने बदना उज्वाला भाला देशे वानमाला कोरी जलमाला भाला देशे वानमाला कोरी जलमाला शिवा सुख नारदा प्रेमी गजगाधा शिवा सुख नारदा प्रेमी गजगाधा शिवा भक्ति विनोदा जैसे गोरा रसंपारा भक्ति विनोदा जैसे गोरा रसंपारा गौरांगे आरती को शोभा जग जन माना लोभा गौरांगे आरती को शोभा जग जन माना लोभा Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namine. Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashatari Satarine. Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktivedanta. Chaitanya Nityananda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktivedanta. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Radha Lakshman Hanuman. Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. So we are going to pay our obeisances to the deities. If you can all please bow down. Thank you. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramhansa Pajakacharya Stota Sasmat Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramhansa Pajakacharya Stota Sasmat Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj ki. ISKCON Acharya Srila Prabhupada ki. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki. Prem se khao Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Shadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gop Gopinath Shyam Kundara Kungiri Govardhan ki. Shri Vrindavan Dham ki. श्री मायापुर धाम की, श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की, श्री अयोध्यापुरी धाम की, श्री मथुरापुरी धाम की, नवदीप धाम की, गंगा मय जमुना मय की, भक्ति देवी तुलसी देवी की, श्री बृहत मृदंगा की, ट्रांसेंडेंटल बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की, श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की, ग्रंथ राज श्रीमद् भागवतम की, आनंद कोटि वैष्णविंद की, श्याम भक्त वेद वृंद की, इस्कन वर्तमान गुरु वृंद की, गौ माता की, गौर प्रेमानंदी. Hari Hari Bol. All glory to the assembled devotees. All glory to the assembled devotees. All glory to the assembled devotees. All glory to Gurus and Gaurangas. All glory to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. If you can all please sit down for 5 minutes, we are going to sing the National Aarti for our own protection. Thank you.
Namaste Narasimhaya. Lad lad daine. Hiranya kashi purvaksha. Sankana Kalae Ito Nasimor To Nasimor Yato Yato Yamit To Nasimor Bahe Nasimo, Hridaye Nasimo, Narasimha Madim Sharanam Papadaye. Avakar Kamal Vare Naka Adbhuta Shringa Jaya Narasimha Dev, Narasimha Dev, Narasimha Dev, Jaya Narasimha Dev. Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj. Jaya Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura Nitai. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. श्री नरसिंह भगवान की, प्रहलाद महाराज की, गौर प्रेमानंदे, हरि हरि बोल. Thank you very much for attending the Aarti, everyone. Prashadam is being served outside in the adjacent room, and the next Aarti will be at 9 o'clock. Thank you.
इनको जस्ट खिलाना है मतलब इसलिए